Can we start, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of CampusCare EdTalks. I, Mehek Dhiman, your host for the day, would like to welcome you all. EdTalks, a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. A topic for the day is how to create a classroom fun place to learn and to express her viewpoints on the same. We have with us Miss Navina Das ma'am, principal of Euro International School, Gurugram. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out your time. It's lovely to have you here.
Thanks a lot.
So, ma'am, let's begin off with the session.
Yeah.
Firstly, ma'am, when we talk about classroom being a fun place to learn, so why do you think it's an important thing to be a fun place?
Yeah. Why I consider the classroom has to be a fun place? Because you see, a classroom is a place where the lifelong learning takes place. And if it is a fun classroom, the learning will be double. Now, how it happens generally, if we talk about 21st century skill and competency based learning, so fun classroom is a part of competency based learning where the learning skill developed by the children is much more than the normal or ordinary classes. Now, it depends how the fun classes is organized by the teacher. For an example, here the teacher has to make a proper lesson plan for the same, and she has to see the needs of each and every child, and to implement her lesson she has to work continuously. She has to acquire knowledge from her surrounding. So in this way she is also growing and developing herself, and other point it is beneficial for the child as well. Now, since in the fun class the children interact with each other, children interact with teacher, so social skill and interpersonal skill, these two skills are very very important nowadays for the children. These certainly there is a growth of these two skills. So I think fun learning is very very important, because in fun learning class whatever the children are learning, that is going to retain for long long time. So the memorization and retention power is also very high. So this is my thought about the question you put up.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Very well said. Moving forward, ma'am, do you think, in your opinion, that being classroom being a fun place to learn, would it increase student efficiency also?
Certainly it increases the efficiency. In fact, you have asked a very good question, because fun classes are the classes where the entertainment is very high along with learning. Engagement is maximum. So when the engagement is maximum, the mood enhancement is there. When the mood enhancement is there, the information whatever the children are getting in the class, that converts into a productive information. And through this kind of information, what happens, the brain becomes flexible, and when all the senses work together, it enhances the interactive learning. So certainly the efficiency gets doubled up.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving forward, ma'am, how can you think the educators, the viewers watching us, can make learning more engaging and fun?
Yeah, see, the teacher has to design a fun classroom curriculum as per the need, as per the interest, as per the age level of the children. That is very, very important. It's not like that a fun classroom should be very, very decorative. or special arrangements to be done in the fun class. It's not necessary. If it's catering the interest of the child, level of the child, the need of the child, it is absolutely fine to go with that. Now a fun classroom can have a different type of methodology where we can use. For an example, we can use experiential learning, we can use project based learning, we can use PowerPoint presentation, which will be certainly different than the traditional method of learning, because nowadays we say the education is student centric, not the teacher centric. Now different type of group discussion method is there, cooperative learning method is there, where a small group can be made and the student they can discuss with each other, and they can share their opinion, and through which the learning can takes place. Flipped classroom is a very good learning platform where instructions are less and the learning part is more. So this is also to be implemented in fun classroom. Gamification in learning, which is nowadays very very popular. So gamification or games technique can be introduced, and field trips are also there to enhance the learning of certain subjects. A subject like SST and all, where a small field trip can be organized. For an example of science class, some activity can be organized. So in this way we can make our class more interesting. And for the lower classes, certain movement inside the class can also be done. Of course in the senior level we have to take care of all the disciplines and all. Now field trip, as I told, project based learning, again I'm repeating the methodologies: group discussion, corporate learning, quiz, PowerPoint presentation, flipped classroom, gamification, which we can use in our day to day classroom very easily.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You just mentioned a lot of things. So, please, how do you make the classrooms fun? Please share your experiences with us, ma'am.
Yeah, see, now before the COVID also, we have introduced technology in our classroom, which is because the integration of technology with classroom is very, very important. And during the COVID era, we have seen the total thing has gone into totally we were depending on technology. Now again we have started the classrooms physically, so where this is a blend of total physical class as well as wherever we can use technology, we are using it to enhance the curriculum or the learning part of the student. So in my previous answer, whatever methodologies I told in this forum, basically all we are using to make our learning process more fruitful.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You just mentioned technology, that technology plays a very important part here. So, can we incorporate technology into learning, ma'am?
Yeah, surely we can incorporate in our day-to-day lesson plan. PPT presentation is there. Children can present the PPT that we used to do before the COVID period also. Now, so many webinar session is there. Students can present the webinar also, that develop their communication skill, that makes them more confident. And two things I told you, and the third very things which I need really it is helpful, that is virtual tour. There are certain places where we can take our children, but there are certain places which is not possible to take them during the explanation of the chapter, but certainly we can take them virtually to give them that feel. So I think this virtual classroom is also very very important. And bringing the technology in education is quite helpful for parents also. Nowadays we are using various apps where we are uploading daily attendance of the student, daily homework, daily assignment, their class test marks, their UT marks. In our school also we are doing in the same manner. So it's not that the parent has to depend on the last end day for the result to get the feedback of his or her own child. Daily basis attendance feedback, homework, classwork, whatever the child is achieving in class test, unit test, in activity, in competitions, everything we are uploading through an app. So it is a platform which is not only beneficial for the students, it is beneficial for the parents too. And when we use technology in the classroom, the classroom becomes more interactive, and which is really helpful for the students. So in this way I think technology plays a very very important and integrated part in our education. And the schools, see, most of the schools nowadays are having LCD projector in the classroom, LEDs are there. But the schools where each classroom is not having LCD or LED projector, at least the arrangement can be done in one of the class, and periodically all the classes can come there to see the virtual events, videos, interactive learning lessons. So in this way we can cooperate technology in our day-to-day life.
Thank you, ma'am. That was very beautifully explained by you. Lastly, how do you make sure, how do the teachers and the educators make sure that the class is not getting a boring class?
Hmm. So for that, we design our curriculum and lesson plan in such a way so that from every chapter, from every subject, there should be some activity. And we define that also while planning the lesson, that how we are going to project those activities. What are the resources required to do all these activities, that we design a month advance, so that everything can be done in a proper way. And in our classrooms, LCD projectors are there, LEDs are there. So during teaching also, the teacher is showing important PPTs, important videos. So in this way, they are day by day they are enriching their classrooms, so that the classrooms won't be boring for the children.
Yes, ma'am. And there are a lot of other things, like they say that you have to be energetic, that you have to, you just mentioned a field trip there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Field trip is there for the subject like history, for the subject like social science. Well, the field trip is very very important. Even think in civics, I am teaching. If a teacher is teaching Panchayati Raj, so simply she is giving the lecture. What is Panchayati Raj? How many members are there? How they decide everything. So instead of that, they can be taken in a nearby village where the panchayat system is there, and there the children can witness when the panchayat is going on, so how exactly it has to be done. So in this way, small small strategies we can incorporate in our teaching.
Yes, ma'am. A classroom shouldn't be just limited to four walls.
Of
Absolutely.
course not.
Thank you
Of
so
course not.
thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today. It was
Mhm.
lovely having you here. Thank you so much.
And hope the methodology given by me means I have not told anything which is out of the box. An educator cannot implement in the classroom.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
can be easily implement. And when I talk about the role play technique or dramatization technique or gamification technique, under these various type of games are there that the educator has to research, and she has to acquire knowledge from her surrounding environment to implement it, so that it won't be a boring and it will be a successful one.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank
great
you,
day,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
And for all the
Thanks.
viewers watching us out, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
पता है मुझे लगा आप डांटोगे कि 15 मिनट। लाइफ खत्म करना। हाँ खत्म। पागल है क्या, अटक क्यों जाती है फटाफट।